Hi there guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Ollie Bearman Path to Greatness. We're here today for round 6 at Monaco for hopefully what will be a continuation of the amazing start that we have had to the Formula 2 season with multiple victories so far and pole positions to our name. We're going to head straight into qualifying here for one shot, and this will be the most difficult qualifying of the season with the barriers right up close to the car, so no room for error at all for us, and we're going to see if our good form will continue. We're not even through the first sector yet, and already we have hit the wall, getting yellow wing damage, so not a good start for us. We've only just come through sector 1 now. Coming through the chicane here, we are not doing well. If you look in the top left corner, we're not doing well in qualifying so far. About halfway through the lap and we're looking short of pace. We're constantly hitting the wall, we're looking out of shape, constant kicks of oversteer, running deep into corners like we have here as well. It's really not going our way, and at Monaco that is exactly the opposite of what you would want. You would want to be up the front where it is a very, very difficult track to overtake, and it's not going to go our way for us. We're going to have to make lots of overtakes to get any points in this Grand Prix. By the looks of things, we are performing terribly through the last corner. On the run up to the line, this will be our worst qualifying by far of the season across the line, and it's only P22.
With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
We are in need of an absolute miracle for this weekend, coming all the way from the back at Monaco. Let's see what we can do.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint race then. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? The Circuit de Monaco is, for all practical purposes, pretty much unchanged since its 1929 introduction. It's strange to consider, but this 2.1 mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. And we welcome...
Okay, let's try not to worry about being down here at the back. You've got the speed, you've got the car, so just take it easy and the race will come to you.
We are at the back here for the start of the sprint, needing a good start like we usually do to help us out. It's 5 lights and away we go, and it's not really been a good start for us at all here. We're still at the back of the grid as it stands, trying to make moves up the inside. We go past 3 cars as it stands, maybe 4. We're side by side with the 4th car that we could potentially overtake. We have gone past 4 for the time being, and we're very out of shape there through that corner, going full opposite lock to get through, but we have overtaken 4 cars to start off the Grand Prix, plus another 2. That's 6 cars gained already on lap 1, trying to make that 7 on our teammate Vesti if we possibly can. We've got a warning there for collision, but we have made 7 places on the opening lap past Vesti. Now we are all the way up into P15. Make that quickly P14 with an absolutely inspired move down the inside. No, actually P13. 2 dive bombs in 1 corner. Fantastic. And that's exactly what we need. We're only a few places now behind the points paying positions and already up 9 places on lap 1. That is fantastic here in the sprint. Coming up to finish the first lap now. It has been very successful. P22 up to P13 already, up 9 as we skip on to lap 2 now. And we're getting very wall happy as we keep bouncing off the wall twice there in about 5 seconds. But we are on the back of the train now, with DRS about to enable very shortly as well, coming on towards lap 3 now. Can we make any more progress? At the moment, it is very limited what we can do. We don't seem like we have a lot of pace apart from those overtakes that we pulled off on lap 1. And moving on to later in the lap now, it is evident that we are struggling to keep up with the cars ahead, stuck in P13 for the time being. We now move on towards the last lap of the Grand Prix. We are still stuck in P13, unable to make any progress here at Monaco, and we are stuck outside the points for the sprint race. Is this a sign of things to come for us in the feature race as well? Hopefully we can learn on this and improve, but it's looking to be a very frustrating weekend at this moment in time for Ollie Bearman, with all of our rivals further up the field, gaining back some points on what we have originally done up to this point. We are struggling. We look like we are in a different car. And after these hard 4 laps in the sprint, as we hit the wall there once more, we're going to come up to the line to come up from P22 to P13. But it's not enough here in the sprint, and we are going to come out of our first race of the season pointless. And across the line we come. It's not been great from us.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Last corner for the last time. It's victory for Kushmini.
Well, whether you love or hate sprints in Formula 1, they definitely deliver. In Formula 2, lovely stuff. Great racing.
I can see them on their way out to the podium now. Campos have come a really long way in this sport, and what a special race this was to see them earn the top spot. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you.
That was an extremely difficult race. We struggled to make the overtakes that we needed to, and we were left outside the points. Hopefully, though, we can learn from that in the main race, as we're going to jump into that now. Back down in P22.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Teo Porcher will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from him, with Victor Martins alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Fittipaldi, Novalak, Ayumu Awasa, Doohan, Leclerc, Deruvala, Cordial, Kushmini, Benavides, Maloney, Jack Crawford, Dennis Hauger, Vesti, Boschong, Nissani, Roman Stanek, Vashor, Hajar, Correa, and Ollie Bearman completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
If we don't want to be stuck near the back for most of the race, you're going to need to push early on. Good luck.
Here we are then, on the grid, back down in P22 here for 5 red lights. What can we do this time for the feature race? It's 5 lights and away we go. And we do get a worse start than the sprint, but fingers crossed we can make some more moves into turn 1. We go up 1 place, 2 place, 3 place. Currently 3 places, could be 4 if we can get past this car on our inside as well to match the start that we did in the sprint. We're going to try and go all the way around the outside if we can, but we're being shoved a little bit wide, but we are able to do it and we gain 4 places just like we did in the sprint, and we make that 5 as well. And we have done a similar thing to what we did in the sprint, but this time we've learned our lesson and we sail down the inside of the hairpin to try and take as many places as possible. Skipping on to lap 2 now. We are looking a little bit more racy here. We're currently in P15. It's not been a start as good as the sprint. We were in P13, but fingers crossed we're able to perform here. So far this weekend we have been struggling a lot with the balance of the car, constantly feeling unstable, and here at Monaco confidence is king for performing well at this circuit, and we haven't been able to manage that so far in the weekend. Hopefully for the rest of the race it will be manageable enough that we can salvage some points, but at the moment it's looking more of the same. We're getting stuck up behind a car in front of us, at least for P14 at the moment. You now join us coming on to lap number 3, where we are now right up the back of P14, trying to break into the top 10 if possible. It's looking like we have a little bit of pace in the early stages here, but we need a long way to get into the top 10 and any meaningful points as it stands. Coming now towards lap 4, can we make the overtake on P14? Looks like it was a commentator's curse there as we hit some wing damage, yellow left end plate, and that will put us a little bit off for the remainder of the race, I'm sure. But lap 4 now, we are dropping back from the car ahead in P13, and we are currently in P14 after getting past, so we do go up 1 place, but we are still far away from where we want to be in this race, and we will need a miracle performance. But here is our miracle now. We have had an absolute pile-up from half of the field ahead of us, and the sea has parted for us to come straight through. We go up from P14 all the way to P6, 8 places gained because of the misfortune of all of those cars there, and that was our prayers answered. We looked like we were out of it. No pace, no chance of any substantial points, and there we go, all of these drivers getting disqualified from the session due to that crash, and it's caused havoc, absolute havoc for the rest of the field. We got extremely lucky with that crash as well, because now we're currently on lap 6, but skipping on towards lap 8 now, we are in exactly the same place. We are not gaining on the cars ahead, although we did get held up a lot from that incident, but it looks like we would have struggled for any points here today. But that was a lifeline, that was a miracle for us to pick up a brilliant P6 from where we started down in P22. It looks like starting the last lap of the Grand Prix now, we are still in P6, a distance away from P5, and in P7 is Jack Doohan with a penalty for that crash. He was the one at fault in the eyes of the stewards, and we come through here for one last time, going to finish in P6, where we are maintaining our distance in the Drivers' Championship as it stands. We are negotiating all of these corners for one last time, and we are taking them quite nicely until we hit that one, and that is not a collector's item. We have hit the wall about 5, make it 6 times now for the weekend at least, hitting now more wing damage, and luckily for us that's on the last lap, otherwise that really would have hampered our performance. But coming through the final corner now, somehow we're going to pick up a very respectable result. P6 in the Monaco Grand Prix from P22, Ollie Bearman.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
This man likes a celebration, and he's got the opportunity to do it. Teo Porcher takes the checkered flag.
Have you seen one quite as dominant as that, Jakesy? I'm not sure I have. They led every single lap of that one, lights to flag.
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car that works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today. And after all that excitement,
After all of that, somehow we maintain our lead in the Drivers' Championship of 77 points over Daruvala, our nearest rival, and that is a big sigh of relief for us, considering this has been by far our worst weekend so far in F2. But yeah, we're going up in the ratings as well, guys, despite this negative weekend for us. 4 out of 5 going up in the driver rating, and we're now on a 72. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon for the next episode. Take care all. Peace.